John.
Let's talk about like your local airport, whatever airport you use, wherever you are in the world, whatever airport you use. There are threats against that airport every day. There are people who get arrested because they're smuggling drugs or smuggling people. There are potential people who are blacklisted on a terrorist watch list. There are shoplifters. There's all sorts of crime that happens in an airport on any given day. But you never know about it. You never hear about it. It doesn't make news because most newspapers don't find out about it. It's very quietly taken care of because that's what professional security officers do in airports. That's what Homeland Security does in an airport. Now, imagine if those secrets became public. What if you knew every single crime that happened at your local airport? At first, you might think, that's a good thing. I deserve to know what's happening in my local airport. But now let's expand that to the greater audience, because I'm not worried about you, Will. I'm not worried about the respectful, educated, honest public citizen out there who's curious about the risks and dangers posed to them at their local airport. I'm worried about the masses. So what happens when the masses find out that a terrorist made it through the first round of security and was arrested at the gate of an airport? Are they going to celebrate? Are they going to be like, hooray, I'm so happy for my airport security? No. They're going to start saying, how did the person get past security? How did the person get in here? How did the police not arrest him before he went to the airport? Who let him into this country? How did that person have a hotel room, right? And now all of a sudden the frenzy that comes from the fear of what they don't know is what dictates all this. Now there's all this noise and all this distraction and there's all this panic that doesn't benefit society. In that scenario, I would argue that society is actually better off when we keep the criminal activity secret than when we make it public. Now, imagine magnifying that to a national level. What if it's not like a criminal going through the airport in Milwaukee? Imagine it being a terrorist organization targeting a church in Pittsburgh, right? Now, like the enormity of it, the incredible amount of panic and fear that could come if people just feared what they heard and didn't bother to understand how it happened, it's so much more effective for society and for our law enforcement and intelligence services. We have the advantage of information when we keep it secret, because then we can stop the threat, prevent it from ever happening, and the whole world goes on as if nothing ever happened. But if we tell everybody every secret, we lose that informational advantage.